Today, I will be sharing 3 tips on how to become more confident in any kind of situation. Hello everyone, welcome to my YouTube channel. My name is Senyemo Michael and I am studying at Kyoto University of Advanced Science. I am currently in my second year and I am studying engineering. I come from Uganda and I have been in Japan for 3 years now. Before I came to Japan, I was kind of shy and I didn't speak up a lot. I was scared of sharing my opinion because I was very, very scared of what other people thought of me. However, after coming to Japan and getting this scholarship and opportunity to study abroad, I was exposed to many opportunities and I decided to change my life by challenging myself to leadership roles where I got chances to meet many great people, speak in front of people, which helped me boost my confidence. I also challenged myself to learning and improving myself, for example, learning new sports like table tennis, badminton, basketball, and many other sports. So let's get right into it. So, tip number 1: be careful of what you tell yourself. The stories we tell ourselves have a lot of power and they determine very much our actions. I will give you an example. Actually, this is a very good example. When I was starting this YouTube channel, I had a lot of fear and anxiety about not being able to make good videos or whether they will have views, and I really didn't know where to start. So those are the stories I was telling to myself in my head, that even if you start, nobody will watch them, you will fail, no, you won't get views, the videos won't be good. However, I decided to turn those stories around and actually decided to think positively. The main important thing I told myself, maybe there is one person who will be able to maybe learn something from these videos, and that is the main driving point which made me strong and confident in myself to continue doing this YouTube channel. So guys, reflect to the stories you tell yourself. For example, you might tell yourself, no, I'm not good at studying, or I'm not good at dancing, or I'm not good at singing. Maybe it could be true that you have tried and it's tough. However, most of the times we don't even try and we judge from maybe things we have seen and then decide for ourselves without trying. You should really try to really find out. Tell yourself that I'm better, I can learn, I can go beyond this level. For example, learning a language. If it's Japanese, don't say, oh no, Japanese is impossible. Try to go beyond that level. If you have maybe N3 or N2, try to say, oh, I think I'm better, I can even get N1. So if you tell it to yourself, you'll believe it and you'll put in that. You'll become motivated and you'll have that energy to actually go for it. So tip number 2, don't be scared of failure. Yeah, I'll also use an example of this experience of starting this YouTube channel. So I actually thought maybe nobody will watch the videos, maybe the channel will fail. However, try to think positively. So I tried to think about it. Maybe I'll have little views. Maybe that will be the case for some times. However, if you think about it in another way, maybe there is something wrong, and this could be a very good learning experience for me. For example, if I have no views, I could try to figure out why is it the point. Maybe my reach or my connection is little. So that could be a learning experience for me. If I can maybe start sharing my YouTube channel to many other sources and maybe improving the editing of my videos, that will be a very good learning experience for me, and it will help me grow into a better person instead of being scared of my channel not being able to grow. Thinking about it into actually finding out why I'm failing and trying to improve myself will actually benefit me and will help me to grow even better. So I think you can get to that point. I'll give you another example. This is more common for boys. So it's about confessing. So sometimes I have talked to some boys and it was actually an issue for me too for a long time. So we boys, we are scared of expressing our feelings to girls, and even girls, I've heard about it actually, that girls are even more scared of expressing their feelings of how they feel to the boys. Girls, you should also take the initiative sometimes. Okay, that aside, some boys say, no, I'm scared maybe the girl will reject me. However, try to look at it in this way. So if that girl is really a good person, maybe she'll give you a good reason. Maybe she will have someone, or maybe she won't be interested in you. That's possible too. Maybe if she's not interested in you, try to reflect on yourself. What kind of person am I? Maybe you don't keep time. If you try to reflect, maybe that will become a learning experience for you. Maybe she likes people who dress properly. Try to reflect on yourself. How do I actually dress? How do I actually look? Do I take care of myself? So instead of being scared of she will reject me, look at it as a chance for growth and learning and improving yourself. If she rejects you, you can also go and hit the gym. No, I'm joking. So the third point is compete with yourself. Don't compete with others. This is a very, very important thing. We people, we have different backgrounds, we have different experience, we have different journeys. So don't compete yourself to others. I'll give you an example. Instead of being in a class where you are number one, but actually you have 50 marks on the test, how about being in a class where at least you have maybe a 98, but maybe you are the third person or you are the fourth person? Competition isn't competing with others. If you are in that class and you have 98, but maybe you are the third person, that isn't so bad. Maybe it's good to go for the top, but first reach for that level of 98. If you understand what I'm trying to say, don't just stay in this class because you are number one, but you just have 50 marks. No, that's not enough. You have to compete with yourself. Really look into yourself. Is 50 marks really enough for me? No, try to strive for more. You understand? So try to become better, challenging yourself, compete with yourself, trying to become a bit more than who you were before by challenging yourself, learning, putting in the work, but not comparing yourself to others. Because some people, since we have different journeys, some people look like they are already there. Some you will hear of people with families already when you are still studying. However, your journey is also different. So that gets me to that third point. And in summary, you also have to practice. So all those 3 points: being careful of what you tell yourself, not being scared of failure, and competing with yourself. All those, when I try to summarize them, they need action. You actually need to take action, not just studying and watching those motivational videos and just listening to people's conversations and leaving it there. You actually need to take action, because even failure, the more you practice, the more you fail, you go back, you keep on showing up, you learn, you improve yourself, you reflect, look where you did wrong, try to learn more, try to become better. All that is action. You need to put in the work. Things won't just happen naturally or automatically. So if you have watched till here, thank you very much. Please leave a comment or any questions of what you'd like me to talk about next, and you can subscribe to help me grow. Thank you very much.